This is the end of the night. It is 3:10 in the morning. And I'm sitting here like, do I want to do another video? Or do I want to go to bed? I am tired. I will say that. And there's not much gossip going on in the news. Like, y'all know this is going to be a different kind of video. But hello, and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's not much going on. This is a, you know what I'm saying, little gossip chat. Not even a gossip chat. This is just like random chit chat. I usually do this in the car conversation, but I was trying to find some gossip stuff to talk about, but couldn't find much at all. You know what I'm saying? DMX was not released, girl. DMX went to rehab, but everybody like, oh my God, he relapsed. He always relapses. Like, no, he didn't relapse. He just wanted to avoid relapse. I'm looking like, but is that really news that a person checked into rehab and doesn't relapse? Well, yeah, because if he had relapsed, it would have been news. But it's a good thing. You know, DMX has had demons, for a long time in his life. And he's been in and out of jail, in and out of rehab, in and out on and off drugs or whatever. I think it's commendable that he's at a stage to where he realized when he's about to relapse. And instead of relapsing and folding under the pressure of, performing and having kids. I think his kid is really, really sick. His youngest child is really, really sick. And he got a lot going on. And that's what make people use. You know what I'm saying? It was like DMX went to rehab. But he did not relapse. He did it as a preemptive measure so he does not relapse. And he wants to focus on his health. Okay? Him being, good. You know what I'm saying? Not being addicted to anything. So I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. What else? The Bachelorette dude, Mike Johnson. He's the black guy from The Bachelorette. He was also, I think, this on Bachelor in Paradise. I don't watch any of them shows, so I don't know any of these people. I only know because they kept talking about him and how he could have been the first black bachelor, but he ain't the first black bachelor because they didn't pick him. They picked some white man, but I'm not surprised. And the reason I can recall him because he kept talking about how he was kind of like dating Demi Lovato. And, still like, yeah, she kisses nice over. I feel like he's a clout chaser a little bit. And I don't know why he's still in the news if he did not get the little spinoff show of The Bachelor or whatever. Like, what is he doing press for? If he lost on The Bachelorette and he's not in, is Bachelor in Paradise on right now? Anyway, he was on the Michael, Kelly, and Keke show. Not Kelly, Sarah. The Michael, Sarah, and Keke show. You know what I'm saying? And he, asked Keke on a date on national live television. And she was just like, I don't think she want that man. I think he seems thirsty. Okay, he needs some water. Please, sir, I need some water. It's how I see him or whatever. He's a cute guy, but I feel like you should not be asking women out on national television because it makes them feel like if I say yes, then they're gonna know that we went out or whatever. And if I say no, you embarrassed. It's like, oh, why don't you turn them down? He would have been better off just asking her after the show. Like, hey, you wanna go out real quick? But then I was telling him like, yeah, but don't talk about it. Like the fact that he kept mentioning in interviews, him and Demi Lovato or whatever, I was like, he talks too much. I don't like no man who talks too much unless it's during sex. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't really talk too much because it's not a whole conversation or whatever. But you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't like Mike Johnson, and he has my last name. I'm like, why would you do that? But Keke's face was just like, bro, I don't want you. But I'm at work. Meaning, don't come at me at my job, bro. Don't come at me at my job. I agree. Again, he should have asked her off camera. What else do we have on here? Oh, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, we know, was in that car accident, like right around Labor Day weekend. He's been off social media. I'm surprised. I wonder, they have to be recording this and like chronicling this because this would be an amazing story to be like Netflix could give him his own little, road to recovery. Kevin Hart's from beyond the ditch or something like that because the car went down in the ditch. You know what I'm saying? But, he kind of, they say he made his first statement, since the accident. All he said was, you know what I'm saying? I have nothing but love for Jared and wish him and Rebecca a speedy recovery. And that's all he said. Mainly because the report was saying that the crash was caused by the driver, and he was a driver, and saying that it was kind of like it was reckless behavior, And I feel like so this is a police claim. The police claim recklessness is to blame for the accident. It says Jared Black was turning onto Mulholland Highway near Malibu when he accelerated and lost control while driving the actor's souped-up vintage vehicle. And Kevin and Jared's fiancée Rebecca Brock's whatever was for both passengers in the car, and they say that nobody was wearing seatbelts. And I feel like you should always wear seatbelts. The only time I don't wear seatbelts is I'm driving to my mailbox because my mailbox is like down and around all the way over there, whatever. And so I drive over there because I use their packages. But other than that, I'm wearing my seatbelt because you just never know what can happen, especially when you have someone driving the car they're not used to driving. But again, that's all he said. They also bring up how Kevin Hart is going to be taking time off. He would not be fully back to work until after the new year. I think that's good. Kevin Hart has been consistently working his ass off, since Soul Plane. And Soul Plane was a whole bomb. But again, he's been working his ass off since then. And he deserves time to sit back and chill. Kevin Hart has made enough money and he has enough people in place to run his businesses or whatever, to where he can just sit and recuperate. I don't think it's dumb. I think it's smart for him to take these last 2-3 months and just rehab, chill out, spend time with your family. And I think he'll probably be doing little stuff from home, like he maybe answer emails. Okay, he may take phone calls and plan stuff for later next year. But let that man sit down somewhere. And all the people who was, oh my God, it's a conspiracy. Kevin was really driving. Oh my God. Who was on the phone? All that stuff. It was an accident. And I think the reason that he came out and said he wished, love to Jared and Rebecca is because he don't blame them for the crash. It's easy for the police to say, it was reckless driving, okay? And you may think, oh, was he upset? I'm upset. No, he not. He good. You know what I'm saying? They all gonna be okay. Amber Rose was pregnant. She's now had the baby, okay? Then she was, her boyfriend AE, okay, whatever. Because I wondered if his real name was Alexander Edwards, but we will see. But she was pregnant for a long time. Ooh, she was ready to pop, okay? But she had the baby, and they named the baby / Electric Alexander Edwards, okay? I said, oh, okay. And I posted the picture that they had, not of the baby's face, but just of the daddy and the baby, whatever. Can't see the baby's face. But it was a couple days ago that she had a baby. And again, it's / SLASH / Electric, like electricity, Alexander Edwards. And, I posted the picture and I posted the caption that the daddy put up. And the daddy put up, / Electric Alexander Edwards, the world is yours now. Thank you, Amber Rose, for loving me so much that you put your body through it to bring my son, into the world. I could never be as strong as you / as a rock star. And someone commented on my thing and said he spelled son wrong, and I was like, oh baby, people sometimes spell son SUN because you're my sunshine. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, I'm not gonna correct it or whatever. But congrats to Amber Rose on the new bundle of joy that she has. T.I. talk about, he wants to make up for the tragedy that was Iggy Azalea and how she was a blunder, and he wants to get that stain off his legacy, you know what I'm saying? And we know she clapped back and said, whatever, you imagine you thinking I was your biggest blunder, whatever, we have a whole list for you. And I said, I think I either said it on my live or on something else, I get what he meant. I think he meant Iggy Azalea could have been huge. And yeah, she had a huge hit. And Fancy, I'm so fancy, was great. What was follow-up to that?
You know what I'm saying? So a blunder means I fumbled the ball. He had the ball and he fumbled it. It doesn't mean she ain't nothing. It doesn't mean that she wasn't successful. It means I had someone who could have been more successful and I couldn't finish the play. Okay, I couldn't get a home run or a touchdown or a field goal or a 3 point shot or whatever. Okay, he didn't finish it off because she had that hit, and that's Iggy is kind of like a one-hit wonder. Truth be told, she is. Like, if you think of Iggy, you think of the word of the song "Fancy," and I don't think of no other song for her. I don't, not really, and not at all. I don't know which face pops in my head either when I think of her, but you know what I'm saying. I know the song "Fancy" pops up, so I think people put 20 on 10 on that comment as if he meant something else. That's what I assume he meant. That man could have taken her career to other heights, but it wasn't the right time. He didn't handle it the right way. I also feel like she did not either. There were always rumblings of how Iggy like just wanted to do her own thing and not really want to listen and do things other people's ways and whatnot. And we all know T.I. is a stickler for want to do things his own way and being misogynistic, but we know how he is. So I think both of them together did not work. Again, but that was a couple years ago that it happened. Okay, I hope he has matured a bit more to know he needs to do something else. Okay, because he just was started working with her around 2012. Okay, so that was 7 years ago. But they had stopped working together in 2015. Okay, and again, the only thing I know of her is Fancy, not much else. And then she kind of just slowly went away. She was dating that basketball dude, or was a football dude, or some sports playing dude who was with her. They was engaged or something like that. She wasn't really nice to a car, but he ended up getting back with his girlfriend, his baby mama, whatever. Not him and the baby mama had like 3 more kids together and stuff. So that was the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? She kept getting all this surgery on her body, her face. A lot of things has happened. Okay, let's just say that. A lot of things have happened. But I got what he meant by that. I don't think it was a dig at her like, oh my god, she's a humble person, oh my god. It means I had somebody successful and I didn't know and I didn't do the right things with it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Girl, I don't know. I can make anybody a star. Um, what else is I gonna talk about? Because again, I told y'all it ain't. I'm literally scrolling the blogs. Love and Hip Hop reunion will film at Tyler Perry Studio on Oprah's sound stage. Of all the sound stages, not Oprah. Okay, but who? Because he got Oprah, he had Denzel Washington, he had Diane Carroll, he had Ozzie Davis and Ruby Dee. Spike Lee, Will Smith. I feel like no one and other people as well. Because I think Cicely Tyson. I was like, whose soundstage could they film at? I don't know, but I mean, I guess so. Y'all know I'm not happy with this season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and I'm like, do they deserve to be over there in Tyler Perry's studio? No, not at all. Um, a journalist. There was some journalist who was it for Vogue? Who was it for? It was for Vogue. Who interviewed Rihanna. She came out and said how she did not have any questions prepared because she found out at the last minute to do the interview. And people was all like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Because she said, normally I bring a list of questions, but I didn't have time to prepare one, which I make a split decision to confess. Oh, I'm winging it, so you have to help me. I say nervously to Rihanna, and then we're not. Aren't we all? Aren't we all just saying winging it or whatever? But I think people don't realize sometimes with interviewers and stuff, you find out at the last minute. Oh, I have to interview so and so and so and so and so and so. And while you're driving, you don't really have time to get a whole list together. Some of these stars, but oh, she got an hour for you to get to her and interview her. So you don't have time to sit and go. You don't. It's true. And Rihanna kind of defended the girl. Because they was dogging her. Oh my God, I cannot believe she wasn't prepared and blah 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 blah. And I said, well, sometimes it happens. You don't have time to do that. Um, Rihanna said she was impressed with her web. Like, what I'm saying? That's gangster for you to get a call the day before and being like, hey, Rihanna's in LA, you want to do this? And show up on the dime and write an incredible article that I'm really proud of and enjoyed reading. She's badass for that. And if you don't have to prepare, you're a gangster. And you know, I get it. She's and the girl said like I was driving to Trader Joe's in sweatpants when I got the call and literally had to flip a bitch. I researched my subjects to death, especially Rihanna. I appreciate the anger behind the reaction, but this is a misunderstanding for which I take full responsibility. I had literally no notice. The point was to convey how nerve wracking this was, given my deep, bordering on psychotic reverence for Rihanna. If you had accused me of eating too much Mexican food, I would take that personally because it's true. But you can't accuse me of not doing research as anyone I have ever worked with, ever. And I get it. Sometimes you don't have time to research things. Now, some can say, well, she was asked the day before, why didn't she have time to research? She could have had other things to do. One day's notice isn't enough time to do research to interview somebody when you have other things to do, okay? And I feel her on that. And I think sometimes people get confused with somebody just being honest about life and about something happening, and they say, oh, well, that means she was being disrespectful. She didn't respect reality enough to look into it. And that ain't what she meant, okay? That ain't what she meant. So sometimes leave people alone. This is a whole impromptu video, y'all, so it's gonna be all over the place. Because Elton John slammed the Lion King remake soundtrack. They messed up the music. Okay, if you say so. I haven't seen the Lion King still. I did not go see it. Whenever it comes on Comcast, I'll see it. Okay, that's how I saw Aladdin. I just didn't because I'm a weird to where if it's a movie I've seen and it's a remake, I'm not too keen to go to theater because I know the whole movie. I know how it's going to end. I don't have time, so I'm like, I want to see a movie where I have no idea what's going to happen. That's what I want to see. And all these remakes, I'm looking like, Mufasa gonna die. Scar did it. Simba left. Run away, Simba, and never return. I know that. I saw the movie, and I've seen Lion King 1,000 damn times. So I felt like I don't have to rush to theater to see it again simply because now the lions are real. I'm like, lions can't talk. Anyway, Cam Newton's girlfriend debuts their fourth child together. Okay, cute baby. I got pictures. Tekashi 69 music will still be played on Hot 97. Why is anybody? Why is anyone? Look, I'm not trying to listen to Tekashi's music. I don't care, but I don't think I've ever listened to anything before. That one song he had with Nicki Minaj was on the radio, and it was like something. I don't even know. So I don't care. I'm not gonna listen to it no way. Who cares? Whitney Houston, Notorious Big, and Chaka Khan all nominated for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I think it's their first time that any of them, maybe not Chaka Khan. I know they said it was the first time for Whitney Houston and Biggie. Okay, so let's see what it is. The late Whitney Houston and Notorious B.I.G. have been nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2020. Oh, my 20-year reunion is coming up. Oh, Lord. Oh, my high school reunion. I graduated in 2000, so next year will be 20 years. Yeah. Also, Rufus, featuring Chaka Khan, have also been nominated. Other nominees include Pat Benatar, I don't know the name, Dave Matthews Band, Nine Inch Nails, T-Rex, Thin Lizzy. I don't know them people. I don't know them people, but okay, okay. Now the winners wouldn't be announced. It says in January, and then they will be inducted in May, on May 20th. I can hear why, but like, shouldn't they, like, if you were nominated, shouldn't they just put you in it? I guess not. I would just assume so, but I guess I'm tripping. Keke Wyatt announced that she is pregnant again, welcoming her 10th child. Yep, her 10th kid. Okay, that vagina is busy. Okay, that's a busy vagina and a busy uterus. She had beautiful photos. Okay, but we've seen her all over. When she's singing somewhere, she always singing with a belly out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I think we knew that she was pregnant. So it says, congrats to Keke Wyatt. This is also from the Jasmine brand. Congrats singer Keke Wyatt. The 37-year-old real name is Katara Wyatt. Oh, Katara. Okay, that's cute. Confirmed that she is expecting her 10th child with her current husband Zachariah Darin. Lord Jesus. Keke took to her Instagram sharing a series of beautiful maternity photos, and she announced how my husband, Zachariah Darin, and I are happy to announce that we are expecting our new bundle of joy. We are excited to welcome the 10th addition to our beautiful family. Girl, yes, whew, 10. She brings us, stay tuned for these release dates and information from our new YouTube series, The Keke Show, where you will see me balancing wife, mommy, and artist. Trust me, it never is a dull moment. I don't see how Mona ain't went and snatched up Keke and gave her a show. Keke is very entertaining. She sings a little batshit sometimes too. But I mean, she could have her own show on VH1 if you ask me. It says she did not confirm the sex of the baby. Okay. And y'all know Keke Wyatt. The Keke Wyatt, the singer, okay, who was singing with Avant. You know what I'm saying? My First Love, I'm saying. My First Love. Girl, I can't even do it. You know what I'm saying? But Keke Wyatt, okay? Keke Wyatt. Okay, Google her. Anyway, but they did not confirm the sex of the baby, okay? Because she already has a huge, huge family, okay? Girl, I can't. It's too much. It says she is mom to 3 children from her first marriage. They were married from 2000 to 2009. Okay. And then Wyatt and her second husband had 4 children together. Their divorce was finalized in 2018. And now her third husband, she's having a baby with, and they'll have a baby in 2019 or whatever. Girl, I think because they saying 10 kids. I think 2 of the kids she didn't birth herself or whatever. But I don't know. But that's because if she got 3 kids from her first marriage, and she has 4 kids from her second marriage, that's only 7. So this will make 8. So there must be 2 kids somewhere else around here that we don't know about. But I hope they all is healthy and good and everything. Zoe Kravitz to play Catwoman and Batman. Look. If y'all don't know me, I love Batman. Me and my dad would watch those movies all the time. And the first Batman, with Michael Keaton and the Joker being played by why can't I think of his name? Jack Nicholson, girl. Jack Nicholson, with Michelle Pfeiffer playing Catwoman. I love it. The new Batman, Robert Pattinson, what I'm saying, the dude from Twilight. He's playing Batman, and then so now we know Zoe Kravitz, who we know was in Big Little Lies. She is also the daughter of Lisa Bonet and Lenny Kravitz, and she's a beautiful, beautiful girl, and she looks just like her mother. Okay, and a splash of her daddy. So again, she's playing Batwoman. The last person that played Batwoman, to my knowledge, in the movie was Halle Berry. I liked Catwoman, the one that Halle Berry was in. People didn't like it. That came out in 2004. I liked it. I really, 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 really did. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was bad. And said the film was supposed to come out in 2021. I'm like, girl, why they be announcing these damn movies that's going to come out in 30 years? Who knows? But I'm happy with that. I can see her as Catwoman as long as she takes the role. Catwoman, Zoe has played different roles. And I do think she's a good actress. I really, 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 really do. But I don't want her to be so timid. Like, you have to invoke that character. Okay. Because, girl, the key wire. Eartha Kitt's Marcus Darling played, Catwoman back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I really need her to take this role and do it. Okay. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. And all that good stuff. Trina and Trick Daddy announced new radio morning show replacing Ricky Smiley in Miami. Oh, Trick and Trina be fussing on Love and Hip Hop, so I'm like, are they gonna really do? I mean, I guess if you're in Miami, it's some Miami stuff, and I do think every city should have a radio station on where it's people from the city. Ain't nothing worse than if all the stations are from elsewhere. I'm like, no, I need some Detroit shit in my life. But again, it says the Jasmine brand exclusively reports Rappers Trina and Trick Daddy are allegedly geared up to announce their new radio morning show. Sources tell us that the pair, who also star Love and Hip Hop, will be joining Miami's 99 Jams, replacing the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, which currently airs in that market. It says we're told that the announcement will be made soon. I need some water, and my cup is empty. Um, and they say it's also going to be on Love and Hip Hop. Girl, they always fussing and fighting on Love and Hip Hop. Can we take it? Girl, I don't get that. Look, I won't be able to hear it here. But if y'all in Miami can, so let me know if it's worth, if it's worth it. Girl, I don't know, but if you like it, I love it. I'm just like, you know. But is Ricky Smiley funny? They on Disney Nation, you know what I'm saying? And I guess he's still in other markets. I guess it's fine. Spoiler alert, Lala, Power, all that things. Everyone was like, oh my god, I cannot believe they killed Lala. We have been asking for it for so long, and they gave it to us. But when it happened, I was like, damn, they killed Lala? Oh my god. Oh my god. Even though the last review I did, I'm like, damn, when is she gonna be taken out? And she was. I also said that it'll be by Tasha, you know what I'm saying? I will say the acting while I did on that episode was really, really good. Because she's been on all kind of interviews and stuff since the episode aired. She was on the Breakfast Club this morning, and she brought up how she knew people, loved her and also hated the character, both ways. But she said the situation of her being killed on the show, it's made people, feel something and it'll go down in history. It will because of how Tasha killed. You shot her in the head, Tasha. So the show is a great show, but it was still shocking to see that scene play out. I was like, girl, all right, if you're gonna do it, then do it. Safari and, Erica Mena are expecting a baby. We know that, but they're having a little baby girl. Now, we also know that they officially got married last week. And I'm like, okay. Now we know that it's gonna all play out on Love and Hip Hop. But I don't like when so much stuff leaks out online. It makes watching the show boring. Like, oh my god, we know she had a girl. Okay, we seen parts of the wedding. We seen the maternity shoot. We seen the gender reveal would have been shot up in the air with fireworks. I feel like, if you don't, that kind of stuff, if you cannot tell people, look, don't record this, don't post it nowhere, let people be surprised on the show. I'm just saying, that's what I would want to happen. I'm just saying. What else? Oh, Kanye criticizes Kim Kardashian for dressing too sexy, saying, I didn't realize that it was affecting my soul and my spirit. Now, y'all know I don't watch that show, but every time it's something like this, I'm gonna watch the episode to see what they talking about. So Kim was getting ready for the Met Gala, she wore that latex dress or whatever that looked like it was supposed to be water. And Kanye said he just thought the outfit was very, very sexy. And now that he's in this new spiritual place within himself, he doesn't, certain pictures of his wife looking too sexy, it affects him. And he doesn't want that anymore. And her thing was, you pumped me up to be this sex goddess. Okay, you got my ego all high, whatever, like I can do whatever. He did. Kanye West would push her to the limits of just showing everything. Okay, everything. And now she wants to continue to show everything. I don't know. But I do feel like, I don't think he was saying you can't be sexy at all. But I do think there's a limit you can have when you marry. You know what I'm saying? If your husband is not okay with it. If y'all are okay with it, then fine. But once one person is no longer okay with it, it's worth a conversation. Just a conversation. And, I mean, girl, sometimes we don't need to see your nipples. Okay, that go for you, Cardi B, Masika, anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because Cardi B be out here showing her ass, twerking or whatever. And sometimes I'm like, girl, let's save it for Offset. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Cardi B fan. Okay, y'all know I'm a Cardi B stan, Barty or whatever. But I feel like sometimes, we don't need to see it all. Not at all. But I mean, when she said that and he got up and walked away, I was like, oh. He said, all right, gotta go. I'm out of here. I said, girl, if you say so. It say Lauryn Hill will release her first solo single in 5 years. I mean, I wasn't waiting. Lauryn Hill has toured her life away based on one album. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which came out a long time ago, and it was an incredible album. And of course, she had, songs with Fugees, but she been touring for years off of one album. So I think we have this record now that it's amazing. Billy Porter, who plays Pray Tell on Pose, will be starring as the fairy godmother in the live action Cinderella film. People were like, I don't know why that gotta happen. I'm like, look, okay. There is room for everyone, okay. I think he may not be called a fairy godmother in the movie. He could be the fairy godfather. I think people. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be called a fairy godmother and being addressed. He could be called a fairy godfather and be. I don't know. What I do know is, there are people who are different in this world, and we can accept people for who they are, even if we don't agree with it, as long as they're not hurting anyone or hurting themselves. Okay, I feel like if somebody over there is gay, if somebody over there is trans, if somebody over there is love them. Don't, because it don't bother you. Let it be. Let it be. And I love Billy Porter. I think Billy Porter represents people who are gay and have never felt represented and never felt like they can be their authentic selves. I could not imagine if I could not be my authentic self. And if I always had to, put myself in a box, that would be extremely frustrating. So I feel like, see what it is first before y'all start down is what I'm gonna say. Now it says Billy Porter is booked and busy, okay? It says he's been cast as the fairy godmother in James Corden's musical live action remake of the classic. They said the lady Camilla Cabello is playing Cinderella. I'm like, can she act? Ain't she just a singer? Is she from something else? I don't know her. I don't know. But I guess so. It says the Disney remake is described as a modern re-imaging of the classic fairy tale. It says there's no additional casting details for the project has been revealed or whatever. And I'm like, I guess so, honey. And again, if it's a reimagination, it can be whatever, okay? It can be whatever. Whatever, ever, never, never. Yep. All that and more. So I think, is that everything? Because it's about 30 minutes. I was trying to give y'all something, okay? Just something y'all want. She don't never do gossip stuff anymore. I don't have time to find the stories and then take the pictures, write the pictures down, upload them and all that. It takes time to do that. So this is the best that I can do for y'all. I'm trying to scroll a little bit more to see, seeing if that's it or what I was going to talk about or not. Yeah, that was really, it really wasn't nothing else that I can talk about. Other things out. Okay, there have been things happening in the news that are 100% uncalled for. Usually it's something that the police have done and they have taken lives of people, okay, and it is never fair. It is never just. It is just always some plum D bullshit. I want y'all to know, even if you do not hear me on my channel say, so and so did this and took this person's life and it's some utter BS. Please know I believe it to be so. The same way we see on the news that people are outraged, I am outraged as well. However, it's hard to put that kind of stuff on my videos because YouTube would then say, oh my god, it's not appropriate, whatever. So I don't have time to, get videos flagged for those things. But I hope y'all know me enough to know if you think it's some bullshit, please believe that I also think it's some bullshit, okay? You know what I'm saying? Again, follow me on IG and on Twitter because that's usually where I post the bullshit of it all. Oh, they said Cassie who got married. Cassie got married, okay? She's pregnant. She got married to that Alex Fine dude or whatever. Her and Diddy broke up and her whole life blossomed, okay? So Cassie and Alex got married and they had 14 guests only at their wedding. And so many people, oh my god, I cannot believe only 14. People sometimes have weddings just for other people to come and party. Look, I don't want no big wedding. I'm not a wedding girl. Okay, I don't want bridesmaids or no. I want me, my husband to be our parents and our siblings, and then our best friends. Like, I would be happy if we each got like 25 guests each. What, total of 50 people, and that's really it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need I don't need all the extras, okay? Because I don't. So I think 14 people, this means they had the closest people to them come. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, because sometimes people spend so much time on paying for a wedding, they gotta live in a box after the fact because they just spent all the money on the damn wedding. I ain't got time for that. And then it's just, it's seen too much and people be late. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather spend more money on the party, the reception, okay, we can get down, you know what I'm saying, versus having this big huge wedding where my bridesmaids gotta buy their dresses and shoes and get the hair to girl. No, let me be me. Let me, and this is the weird thing. This is the weird thing. I don't want to be in anyone's wedding either. Not because I just not. It's not that I don't believe in weddings, but I don't like all the extra stuff. That ain't me. And I feel like if I'm in a wedding, that will come off, and I don't want to ruin nobody's pictures. I think weddings are beautiful, and I don't mind being a guest at the wedding, but use them. I'm like, why is this wedding outside? Oh my God, it's so hot. Oh God. Oh, it's so not that I'm but because it's not my vision, it's other people's vision. So sometimes I prefer to be a guest, so that no matter how I feel that day, it won't, you know, make them feel any kind of way. Like, plan your wedding how you want it, but I'm like, I don't want to be a bridesmaid. I, I don't even think Karla know this, or my sister. I don't want to be I don't want to be at a wedding, but I love and support them, in life, love and life and marriages or whatever. But I've always felt like that ain't me. Like, I'll be there by your side. I'll hold your train. I'll dab your eye before you go out. But I don't want to be. I don't even know how that's dressed, girl. No. So again, 14 wedding guests, perfect. That's me, my husband, our siblings, and parents, and best friends, and that's good. Okay, I would do that. Um, Training Day. They're doing a prequel to Training Day. Okay, now I know Training Day came out in 2001, I think it was. And was it 2001? A long time ago, whatever. And it starred Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke. You know what I'm saying? I'll have you playing ball in Pelican Bay. King Kong ain't got shit on me. That movie. They're making a prequel based on Denzel Washington's character, whatever. If they don't get his son, John David Washington, to play him, they are missing out, okay? First of all, his son is a great, great actor, but he looks and sounds like a younger Denzel. So, I mean, I just feel like, you really should just have him, okay? I really do think this time I'm done, okay? This is almost 40 minutes. I'm trying to give y'all all I can give y'all or whatever. I'll end it on this crap. Okay. Evelyn Lozada was on, um, what's that man's, Hollywood Unlocked, and doing the interview or whatever, and I'm like, Jason was very much so biased. The conversation, no one was being held accountable for anything from the show, and I know they got a season 9 and all the stuff, and the reunion comes on tomorrow, later on today, that I have to review. But after that, a lot of us are done with the show simply because it's just nothing's getting better. It's just all a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. I don't like Evelyn. I don't like her as a person, as a human being, as an alien, as a whatever she is. I don't like it. I feel like she has a negativity bone in her body that makes her feel like she's always right, even when she's wrong. And not only that, the people around her don't call her out on her bullcrap, and that is just unfortunately some BS, and I don't have time for it. So People kept asking me if I seen the interview on Hollywood Unlocked. I watched maybe 10 minutes of it. It was an hour. I watched maybe 10 minutes of it, and I cut it off about 10 minutes in because Jason was like, you know what? You're my favorite person on Bad Wives. I love you. And I'm like, okay. So she just here to act like nothing is wrong. And I can't do that. I can't deal with people who can't take accountability for their fuck ups. And that's it. Okay. I'm done. You know, we get 40 minutes. It's done. Okay. Anyway, if you have not done so, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. You like this video. You can comment in the comment section below. You can also hit the share button and share this video on your social media. And you can always follow me on my IG and on Twitter at JLeesCorner. Peace.